colors that WALL-E uses. Again, showing us that this isn't just a show, but that the real puppet of WALL-E is alive and purposely trying to reach out to us. On that same page, there's an FAQ section where there's some text that overlaps. Text that reads, "When I unwrapped the first letter, I felt it. I heard it. Open, open, open. I want it out. I'm going to get it out." What does he mean, get it out? Are you talking about home? We see the same type of language on the news page, where we're told that a museum curator is wanting to put on an exhibition for all these findings. Together, we will get it out. We will get everything out. You will see as we do, neighbor. Now that right there, that sounds like indoctrination at its finest. WALL-E has managed to brainwash these people. And now, thanks to this exhibition, they're gonna be able to spread the word of this show, this cult, to the masses. The links page, for instance, is literally labeled as "Spread the Good Word, the doctrine of WALL-E." But what exactly is WALL-E's doctrine? On the surface, thanks to that Baphomet imagery, you might think that WALL-E is both a deity and leader, but I don't think that's the case. As we've talked about multiple times now, home appears to be alive, and it's considered the 9th neighbor of Welcome Home. None of the other houses in this neighborhood are alive, it's just home. And given that it's WALL-E's house and he's some kind of a cult leader, that strikes me as fairly suspicious, especially when you check out the page on your phone. Because the image has to be resized for a mobile device, home is no longer in the middle of the page. It's higher, and as a result, you see what's behind it, a black void with a single spiral in the middle, just like the spirals that WALL-E is drawing into the guest book. And while that is certainly disturbing, look at the whole image. The colorful trees in the middle, the paths leading to and from the void and all around the neighborhood. It almost looks like a person lifting their arms in an act of worship. WALL-E isn't the deity here, home is. WALL-E is just the good and faithful servant. They are all welcoming home. If you remember the letters that we used to find some of those hidden web pages at the top of the episode, there's a couple that I neglected to mention. If you put them in the order YXWVOE, you'll find an error page. But click the telephone and suddenly we're treated to a rendition of the song Beautiful Dreamer. In the world of Welcome Home, night symbolized the end of the episode. The neighbors would all go home, the children would turn off their TVs, and the crew would retire for the night. The show, however, has been off the air for a very long time, nearly 50 years. And so it's time for Home, the beautiful dreamer, to awaken once more. And we can be sure that this song is directed at home, because while the song's currently labeled as singing MP3 in the files, the webpage is labeled duets. But there's only one person singing, or is there?